Good news is right now, if you have to go to the bathroom, feel free to go out here because we got the tile to take it away. Do you ever have one of them things that absolutely kind of drives you crazy, but it doesn't drive you crazy, but it does drive you crazy? And one of them little pet peeves for me is sometimes my door on that side of the truck, the little red truck, it don't latch sometimes. And if you don't, I mean, it latches, but if you don't close it just right, it's not tight. So you're going down the road and you hear rattle, 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 clink, 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 clink. And you can't reach the door from the driver's side, and I'm not going that far, so I don't really need to stop. But it's one of them things, you just hear it over there, and it's like, we got really foggy again last night, and then we picked up rain through the night. Nothing bad, but it's just that time of year. Everything's got to be gooey. But the good news is, hopefully in the next 6 hours, if everything goes good, I'm guessing approximately 6 hours to finish up pulling the tile, but we'll still have to close up, start holes, that kind of stuff. But I got this old pipe here. I don't really want to drag it around the field tonight or today with me. Some of that stuff we may want to pick up later too. They're talking maybe 50-mile-an-hour winds tonight. We're in a wind advisory. And that's one other reason we want to get done. They're talking cold coming up, which will put us in a big stop. All right, guys, this is something very, very important. We got 2 main lines coming through this farm that we're putting tile in. I don't know if you can see the yellow flags, but there's yellow flags here and yellow flags on the other side. There's a 36-inch pipe and a 30-inch pipe. Whenever we're even, well, the law is here in Iowa, if you're gonna do any digging out in the field, call the dig number. They come out, they mark everything, rural water, telephone, gas lines, whatever, they mark it. So here, one of them is the Northern Border Pipeline. We call them, they come out, and they always want to be here when we're digging, even kind of near their lines, which is really, really nice. Always super, super nice people, and they want to be here to protect their stuff, protect us. And so like here, when we dug our main in, they have us use a little mini hoe to dig across it, not the knife of the tile plow. So we dig across it. Zach did a great job digging across it. Then we put our main in. That's an 8-inch main. And that's what Zach's doing. He's digging start holes along this every 40 feet. But like I said, you call the dig number, everybody's happy, we're protected. And one time we did call the dig number, everything was good, but I was actually running an excavator about a quarter mile away. They have a plane once a week flies over this, a helicopter, and he goes one way and comes back, and you better have the dig number called. But anyhow, somehow our stuff did not get reported to the airplane man, and I was out digging, and plane's going nuts. They'll actually drop little flags and stuff, stop digging, and called in. For some reason it was a different job we were doing in the field, but didn't get reported to the airplane man. They were doing their job. And tell you what, so glad we did call the dig number, because they don't think highly of it if you did not call the dig number. I don't know about you guys, but this holiday, it has hit my wallet hard. You know, between running around, me and Mama Cornstar going to see family, running to get food, groceries, gas, you name it, just drains on your wallet. It takes money from you. And you know, I know the holidays are forgiving, but that doesn't mean you can't give something back to yourself. That's where the Upside app comes to play. It gives you a little extra back. I'm talking real cash back to you. Cash then that you can use on yourself. Like when you go to the gas pump, get money back. You go to the grocery store, get money back. And Upside has already gave out, listen close, they've already given out $1 billion in real cash. Upside is in over 100,000 gas stations, grocery stores, diners, places you're already going. And the nice thing is, for me, it's not confusing. You're not trying to get points back, earn credit. It is actual cash coming back to you. Just log into the app and then you pay as usual with your card and follow the steps and then get paid. To find out how much you guys can earn, download the free Upside app and use the code Cornstar to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. We're gonna be starting to get on some shorter runs, but we're getting her narrowed down. We're getting her narrowed down. Did I already say that? We're getting it narrowed down. Talked to somebody the other day. Everything they talked about, they probably said it 6 times in a row, but you know what? That was okay, because I know I probably do things that different than everybody else too, and it's all right. That's what makes us one of a person.
Morning.
Morning, Presley. So Presley's gonna take off with the cart. I'm gonna sit down here with my knee holding the end so it don't pull away. It's good, Presley. In the meantime, we got Cole coming back. He's surveying as he's backing up, and then Presley's gonna take off with the line. And hopefully it takes off. Whoa, what we got going here? There she goes. Whoa, good job. Good job, Presley. Yesterday I jumped off the end of the tube. Presley was quite a ways across the field, and then all at once it caught, boom, took it about 5 feet. Once he cut it, we were able to pull it back, but it's a little hard when you're trying to pull that back. Then you can see Cole coming. Show you what it looks like when Cole backs up and drops the old tile plow in the ground here. Now he's got to back up, but he can't smash our pipe. There's the 8-inch main. Then I'll come down here and stand on the pipe. That way it don't take off. And then we'll have to cut in this pipe, put a T in there. This pipe will hook into it. Looks like Cole's ready to take off. There she goes, she's off. We're pulling at about 1.5 miles per hour. Just letting the little cat challenger just brrr. And now and then if she gets in a spot that's maybe packed a little harder or something, you'll actually hear the turbo in the tractor. Zzz, the whistle picks up on it. But it ain't very often. Wish the sun would come out. Temperature wise ain't bad right now. It's about 46 degrees, but it's just damp.
Take long today.
No. No, actually, coming out here is like not a billion left, but yeah. What is there? 2 rolls left over there?
Yeah, 3 I think.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Oh yeah, 3. There's 2 there. I didn't see that one.
Okay.
I need to learn how to count. Ooh, just about took off on me. The neat thing is with that roll that Presley's unrolling right now, the 4-inch, he actually has a remote control brake, a little thing he's got hanging on his shirt. So if that roll starts getting too crazy on him, he can push the brake to slow it down or to stop it. Because we've had it before when you go to stop and the reel just keeps going. Makes a mess when it unwinds. I know some people say you could do this with a couple people. I don't know. I think it works a lot easier if you got an army. We got 5 of us out here. Cole's running the tile plow. I'm doing the standing, pushing into the tile plow. Sometimes running around closing holes and stuff. Zach's been running this mini hoe in case we hit a rock or something when we're digging, or making all these start holes. And then when they start filling in the start holes, Cooper likes to get down once he gets everything hooked up. Zach takes a little fresh dirt, sprinkles on top, just make sure everything's level. And then we have Presley running the cart right now. Cooper's hooking up start holes. So there's 5 of us out here, and it's keeping us busy. Funny, once you get pulling, it pulls nice. You think it'd like jerk it away from you, everything else, but I don't know what's better. Well, to me, for us, for our farm, probably doing the tile in the fall time after harvest probably works out the best for us, because summertime, springtime, we're trying to get the crops planted and everything. But I know I see a lot of guys out doing this stuff in the springtime and things. Weather would probably be a little nicer. My thought was the ground, would it still be that cold winter mucky yuck from wintertime, where right now the dirt's that nice mellow dirt? I don't know, probably no right or wrong. Getting ready to pull again, guys. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right now Cole had to make a little curve, and then you can see the weight of the tractor pull down to get traction. Pretty neat how that works. This little wheel right here, it's hydraulically ran, so it starts to spin. That pulls the tile, helps pull it down in. Not really pulling, but it guides it. This machine here is the Soil Max for you guys looking at buying a tile plow. I know a lot of guys do pull the plows a lot faster. I've heard of guys 5-6 miles per hour. We're pulling at about 1.5 miles per hour. That way if we hit a rock or something, we'll know it. The monitor tells you too the way the machine jerks around. But if you're going slower and steady, the whole tile plow just gets to move slow and steady and makes a nice path. We're not out for a race out here, and it kind of gives everybody time to get their jobs done. I think most guys I know, they run their tile plows probably about the same as us. But I did see one guy the other day. It wasn't nobody I knew, but he was boogieing, and that old line was just whipping in there. And I was just kind of wondering, how's that working out? But hit a rock at a higher speed, boom, choo, choo. That's when you do damage. That'd make a big difference.
Get there?
I think so, Presley.
Okay.
Looks good to me. Kind of like a sewing machine. Last one there. There we go for another pull. One thing I do like about that tractor, I think Cooper and Zach put brighter lights on it. Even had good lights, but they even put the bigger lights on it. Even in the daylight, she's lit up really good. But in the night, we can really see good around it, and that's really nice. When you're out in the field late at night, it's nice to have look like a football field out there, but without football players running in front of you. The little chunk that we're in now, when we started in the middle of the field, and this ain't a very wide chunk, we're in like 18 acres. So every round he makes, we're getting in the V, so it gets smaller. We have 2 runs yet to do, and then we'll go back in the middle of the field, and then we just got to go towards the road. So things are going to start narrowing down. Every so often the sun will just start to burn its head out. You feel just a little warmth, and then you look up and it runs behind the clouds again, but it's trying to burn off. Hopefully this fog will disappear, then it will feel a lot better. Oh, make sure Rusty don't get stuck. This will be the last run on this one, but we're going to go up along the drawway and go way up and around. This is kind of the run I'm worried about hitting rocks. Along this drawway here, it's been kind of known for some decent sized rocks. This is where, when you're going slow, if you hit a rock, you hear the wham. This does have a shear bolt up front too. I think we broke it twice, the shear bolt. Would you rather break the shear bolt than the machine? What's he doing? Did he hit one? I didn't even hear that.
What?
I didn't even hear it.
Oh, I just watched the top of the GPS.
Guess we hit a rock there. I didn't even, normally you hear like, might have just skimmed right over it or whatever, but just want to make sure. We had a good friend of ours, Dave. He's retired from the tiling business now, but we're in the field. Not too many years ago, he did some tiling in here. He ran into some pretty good sized rock. Some of this stuff, if you had good room to turn around, but just the turnaround time for bigger stuff, it takes 2.5, 3 minutes kinda. Looks like Presley's back for another run here. Presley does a really good job of backing up these carts, but sometimes these carts have a mind of their own. The other day I would try to back up. Sometimes it would cheat, 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 and other times, but Presley's doing really, really good. You know, something like this kind of job, the guys that do this for a living, you get a lot of pickups running around out here, but you'd want to keep an extra bag of warm clothes, extra boots, gloves, your wet boots. Not meaning wet, but if you had to get down in the water, that's one thing with tile. It seems like if you're in standing water down below, it's cold. Mainly in the springtime, it's really cold. I'm anxious to see how all this is going to work. You know, you talk to some people that's never tiled before, and they tell you all the wrong things that pulling a tile plow will do, and then you talk to other people that run them all the time, and they're like, I get great benefits, and we talk to friends that's got them. So, you know, it's one of the things, if we're going to be trying to improve our farm ground, some of this stuff, if you can do it yourself, yes, it still costs, it's not cheap, but if you're going to be doing it year after year on a bunch of your ground, then it kind of makes sense. We'll try it, hope, but if we had to hire all this stuff done, we figured here, if we own the equipment, when we're done, if we don't like it or whatever, we turn around and sell this stuff, probably get our money back or pretty close. So, kind of like golf. Don't mind playing it now and then and stuff, but I couldn't be a golfer full time. First thing is, I'm not very good at it, so. All right, where are we at, Presley? Oh, that went good. And that's the thing too, when it starts getting colder, tape stiff, everything's just, that gets old cold, get her done, then we don't be starting the tractor in the cold weather and morning. That's kind of how we tape her together. We're going to tape a little more on her, a little wider, just make sure we don't want that thing to come apart when it's pulling in the ground. The monitor in the tractor right now, the substation is telling the tile plow what degrees we need to go with the tile plow, so it's all monitored when he's backing up, so when he's going forward, the machine knows the right pitch, the right depth, the right angle. So the flow brings it down to our main tile, gets it out of here. Then once the weather changes, we can start doing shop stuff, do things in the shop where it's warm. We got some machinery to go through. Excuse me. Right now you can see how high the tile plow is, and then when he puts it down on the ground, it's kind of neat how it, you can see each run is getting shorter and shorter. Just think, years ago, and I never got involved in this, but some guys put tile in by hand, went out there and dug. They didn't go as deep, I don't think, but some of this stuff people did, I don't know how they did it. I couldn't imagine going out and digging this stuff in by hand. But they did it, and they did clay tile, and it's just, I give them guys a lot of credit. You can kind of watch this one. Coal's going to be turning a little sharper. You can see the tires claw in. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a whistle. That's the turbo of the tractor picking up as it's pulling. And on each of these runs, when Presley gets up the other end and he cuts the hose tile where we need it, then he's got a rubber plug that it slides in the end of the hose, it snaps in, so then dirt and stuff don't come back and plug up our lines. So it's pretty neat. A lot of little things involved, but once you get it, it's like riding a bicycle. You just do it. Well, today, guys, we can thank you for a big thank you to my daughter, Summer. She actually came out here in the field to get the memory card out of the camera so you guys can kind of see what we're doing out here. And if it wasn't for Summer doing the video editing, you guys wouldn't be laughing at me, having fun with me. And I tell you what, guys, I really want to thank you. You've just, it's just the entertainment I get from you guys watching and somebody to talk to. You guys are the best. So sometimes I forget to thank you. So don't forget to hit the like, subscribe.